Okay, this is JP coming at you. I'm going to show you how to replace your Z4 stepper motor. This can work for either one of these motors. The things you're going to need are a replacement stepper motor, some flux, a good soldering tip, and a little bit of patience. Okay. First, you're gonna have to remove it from your vehicle. There's one screw to remove this from your dash. Kind of easy to remove. Just unscrew the screw, unsnap the connector from the back, and slide it out. You might need a screwdriver to help you get it out of the dash. But first thing you're gonna do is, you're gonna need this star screwdriver. There's 4 screws removed from the back. There's 1, 2, 3, and 1 on the end here. You're gonna remove those 4 screws. My fuel gauge stopped working, and I looked on the internet and could not find anyone that was offering the repair for my Z4. So I figured, what the heck? If it ain't working, I can't do any more damage to it than what it was. You're gonna need a little bit of soldering skills to do this job. Trying to remove those screws. So once you have all four screws removed, you're going to remove this half. I like to start at the top. Pop that clip. Pop that clip. Then you got 3 clips going across here. Sorry for the bad lighting, but you got 3 other clips here. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna pop those off. Start from the end. It's a little easier to do it. That's 1. Use a flathead screwdriver to do this. This makes it easier. 2 and 3. Once you get all those clips unfastened, you're gonna just slide that off. Slide the back off. That's gonna leave you with that. Next, you're going to take this front off. There's, well, this came loose. There's a clip here, 1 clip there, a clip on that end. You're just gonna unclip that, and it should come a little tight, but it should come right out. Just pull that back, pull it out. Make sure not to break those tabs. Be careful not to break these tabs when you pull that out. Those are your reset switches. Okay, next you're gonna remove these little bezels here. Just push them in, Pull the pressure, they come right, they'll come right out. Pressure, they pop right out. Okay, next you're going to remove these clips. Pop these clips off. That's what's holding. That's helping to hold that board on. I'm sorry. First you gotta. Okay, I already removed my gauges, but not gauges, but I already removed the arms. But you're gonna have to remove those first. Remove these arms. You got the speedo arm. Be careful not to break those. I find it easy to put a flat tip under the gauge, under the arm, and lift there. And use my fingernails to lift at the same time, and they seem to come out a little easier. Be careful not to break the other steppers. Go slow and easy pressure to get those out. Otherwise, you have to replace all the steppers. There's two white clips here. Remove those. Unclip those. There's two clips here and a clip there. Clip on the end here and a clip on this end. You have a white clip here. Undo these clips. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Undo those clips. Once you undo all those clips, you should have your board. Just your board. I'm going to take the flux. Okay. Here's your gauges on the front, your steppers on the front. This is the one I need to remove and replace. So I'm going to use a little flux on the board. I'm going to take my soldering iron, and there's four pins that are holding this stepper motor in. You're gonna don't desolder the actual pin. Don't touch the actual pin. But once you put the solder on the solder that's already there, put a little pressure on the bottom to pull the old one out. I'm applying a little pressure from the back to pull the old stepper motor out. Okay, I desoldered 4 points of the stepper. There's 1. That's the broke stepper. 1, 2, 3. And 4. That's the 4th point. But anyways, get your replacement stepper. Put it back into place. Line it up. Put the replacement up back. If you want, you can use a desoldering wick to remove the rest of the solder off of this board. To make it easier to put that. To make it easier to put the new stepper in. Use a wick to get the rest of the solder out of the hose. Here's my wick. Removing the old solder. Now I got the old solder out of the hose. I can put my stepper motor in, drop it back in. It should line up. It should line up with the little white tabs. So make sure everything's flush. Okay. That's flush with the board. Put a little bit more flux on my board. Gonna add a little bit more solder to hold those in place. I got a quick melt solder. Yes. Add a little bit of solder to each one. for 4 points. Just add a little bit more solder. Okay. Once that's done, you're going to clean your board with a little alcohol. I got 91%. I'm going to take cotton balls. Q-tips are easier for this board to clean around the points you soldered. Q-tips. Clean your board real good, especially around the points you soldered. Remove any loose solder you might have left on the board. Clean it. Okay, soldered on the new one. It's the one that was bad. It's the fuel gauge, which was bad. So now, I'm gonna put everything back together. Line it up with the pins. Make sure these are in. If these are not in tight, then your indicators, your speedometer won't show up. So make sure those are tight. You got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So make sure you go all the way through and grab this board. These metal clips need to go all the way through and grab this board. Okay. When you remove these gauges, these gauge indicator arms, make sure you have them, you don't move them around, otherwise your gauges will be off and you will have to play with them to get them back correct. So put them back on. At 0. All of them are back on. Line these up correctly. Now you're ready for this. It goes back on. It's best to put this end on first so you can line these up and the rest kind of fall in place. You're gonna put the back on. It's just snap right on. Replace your screws. Before you replace these screws, I would take this out to my car to make sure everything is lined up and working. Actually, you could before you even put any of the covers on, as long as you got the arms on, the dowels, you can test it then and make sure everything's falling at the 0 points where they should. If they're not falling where they should, you're going to have to play with those dials to get them right. And that is how you replace your defective stepper motor. Hope this helps someone. If not, leave a comment. I'll get back with you and try to help you out.